Imagine walking into a store where there are no plastic bottles, no excessive packaging, and no trash bins overflowing with waste. Instead, customers walk in with their own containers, refill what they need, pay only for the product, and walk out knowing they've made a positive impact on the planet. Now imagine that this store is not just saving the environment, but also making a sustainable profit. Today, we're talking about how you can start a zero-waste refill store from scratch, even if you're a beginner with limited capital, and why this business model could be one of the smartest eco-friendly ventures of the next decade. The zero-waste refill store concept is growing rapidly across the world because consumers are becoming more conscious of what they buy, how it's packaged, and where their waste ends up. Traditional retail relies heavily on single-use plastics, but refill stores flip this model completely. Instead of selling packaging, you sell the product itself. Customers bring their own containers or use reusable ones provided by the store, refill exactly what they need, and eliminate unnecessary waste. This shift isn't just ethical, it's economical, and that's why many small entrepreneurs are stepping into this space. To truly understand how to start a zero-waste refill store, you first need clarity on what you're building. A refill store is not just a shop, it's a lifestyle brand. You're offering everyday essentials like grains, pulses, spices, oils, cleaning liquids, personal care products, and even cosmetics without disposable packaging. Your success depends on convenience, trust, quality, and education. Customers need to trust that your products are safe, hygienic, and worth returning for. That trust begins with your vision. Before you think about location or suppliers, you must define your purpose clearly. Ask yourself why you want to start this store. Is it purely business, or do you genuinely care about sustainability? Audiences today can sense authenticity instantly. When your brand story reflects genuine concern for the environment, people connect emotionally. This emotional connection becomes your biggest marketing asset, especially in the early stages when budgets are tight. Once your vision is clear, the next step is understanding your target audience. Zero-waste refill stores work best in areas where people are already environmentally aware or open to lifestyle changes. Urban neighborhoods, residential communities, near colleges, eco-conscious societies, or premium housing areas are ideal. But even if your area isn't fully aware yet, education can create demand. Many successful refill stores started in places where people had never heard of zero waste. The key is to simplify the concept and remove friction. People don't want to feel judged or overwhelmed. They want solutions that are easy and affordable. Now comes one of the most important foundations of your store, your product selection. In the beginning, don't try to sell everything. Focus on high-demand, everyday essentials that people regularly buy. Items like rice, lentils, flour, sugar, cooking oil, dishwashing liquid, laundry detergent, shampoo, and hand wash are perfect starting points. These are products customers need repeatedly, which ensures repeat visits. Over time, as trust grows, you can expand into niche items like organic snacks, herbal powders, skincare products, or eco-friendly home goods. Sourcing plays a crucial role here. You'll need suppliers who can provide products in bulk, preferably using minimal or reusable packaging. Local manufacturers, farmers, cooperatives, and small-scale producers are often the best options. Not only does this reduce transportation emissions, but it also helps you support local businesses. Always test product quality yourself before selling. In a refill model, customers associate product performance directly with your brand, not the manufacturer. At this stage, many people worry about hygiene and safety, and rightly so. This is where professionalism sets you apart. Your storage containers should be food-grade, airtight, and clearly labeled. Cleanliness should be visible, not just practiced. When customers see transparent jars, stainless steel drums, and a well-organized space, their confidence increases automatically. Even the way you weigh products and handle refills contributes to the overall trust factor. As you move closer to execution, you'll realize that a zero-waste refill store is also an educational space. Many customers will walk in curious but confused. Some won't know how refilling works, some will forget containers, and some will hesitate. Your job is to make the experience welcoming and simple. Offer guidance, explain the process patiently, and never shame anyone for mistakes. Sustainability should feel empowering, not intimidating. Now that you understand the mindset, products, and purpose behind a zero-waste refill store, let's move into the practical side, how to actually set it up, run it legally, and turn it into a profitable business without compromising your values. Choosing the right location is one of the biggest deciding factors for success. Your store doesn't need to be large, but it must be accessible and visible. A ground floor space in a residential or mixed-use area works best, especially where people pass by daily. If rent in your area is high, you can even start small with a kiosk model, a shared space, or a community-based setup. Some refill stores begin from a garage, a small rented room, or even as pop-up stalls at weekend markets. What matters more than size is consistency and foot traffic. Once you have a space, your store layout should be simple, clean, and intuitive. Customers should immediately understand how refilling works the moment they step inside. Keep refill stations clearly visible, weighing scales easy to access, and instructions placed where people naturally look. Transparency builds trust, so use clear jars or labeled containers. The atmosphere should feel calm and welcoming, not complicated or overwhelming. Remember, many people will be trying this for the first time. Now let's talk about legal and operational requirements. Even though this is an eco-friendly business, it still needs to follow standard regulations. You'll need a basic business registration, a trade license from your local authority, and if you're selling food items, a food safety license depending on your country or region. Hygiene certifications and basic tax registration may also be required. It might sound tedious, but having everything legal protects you long-term and builds customer confidence. One of the most common questions people ask is, how much does it cost to start? The good news is that a zero-waste refill store can be started with relatively low investment compared to traditional retail. Your main expenses will be rent, storage containers, weighing scales, initial bulk inventory, and basic branding. Since you're not paying for fancy packaging, display racks, or large inventories, your overheads stay controlled. Many store owners start small, reinvest profits, and scale gradually. Pricing is where strategy matters. Your prices should be competitive, transparent, and fair. Customers should feel they're paying for quality, not packaging. Since you're buying in bulk, your margins can be healthy even if your prices are similar to or slightly higher than conventional stores. Always explain the value, less waste, better quality, and the freedom to buy only what they need. Clear price labeling per weight or volume avoids confusion and builds trust. Marketing a zero-waste refill store doesn't require expensive ads in the beginning. Your store itself is your biggest marketing tool. When people see something new and meaningful, they talk about it. Social media plays a powerful role here. Share behind-the-scenes content, refilling tutorials, customer stories, and small educational posts about waste reduction. Collaborate with eco-conscious influencers, local communities, schools, or housing societies. Hosting workshops or refill challenges can turn customers into loyal advocates. Customer experience will decide whether your store survives or thrives. Make the first visit easy and positive. Offer starter containers for those who forget to bring their own. Be patient with questions. Celebrate small wins. When customers feel supported instead of pressured, they come back. Over time, your store becomes more than a shop, it becomes a community hub for conscious living. As your store grows, you can explore multiple revenue streams. Subscription refill plans, monthly essentials packs, home delivery refills, and partnerships with offices or cafes can significantly boost income. Some refill stores also sell branded reusable containers or eco-friendly accessories to increase average order value. Growth doesn't always mean expansion, it can also mean efficiency and deeper customer relationships. Of course, challenges will come. Some days footfall will be low. Some customers will resist change. Some suppliers may be inconsistent. This is normal. The key is patience and adaptability. Every refill, no matter how small, is a step toward change. Businesses like this don't just measure success in profits, but in impact. To wrap this up, starting a zero-waste refill store is not about chasing a trend. It's about solving a real problem in a practical way. You're offering people an alternative to mindless consumption, and in return, you build a business rooted in trust, purpose, and long-term sustainability. If you're willing to start small, stay consistent, and educate with empathy, this business can be both meaningful and profitable. If this video helped you understand how to start your own zero-waste refill store, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who cares about sustainability. The future doesn't need more waste, it needs better systems. And maybe your store could be one of them.